Shane K. Walker,
This is TJ the Kid.
and we're the two hosts of Industry Shakedown right here on WPRO 91.7 FM.
Ready for the Auburn State University.
And he and Tyler and I, we're the co-creators of
Silent Student.
Starring.
This guy.
We're also executive producers. The supporting cast will consist of Mr. Slim Taplin, Mr. Jordan Lampley, and maybe coming soon, Mr. Alonzo Campbell.
A coming of age story, silent film about this young man that's in college trying to find himself. He's very much an introvert trying to find himself, and basically he's going through his first semester in college, and he meets some great people along the way.
Yeah, and piggyback off that, it's more of how would I say, semi-autobiography of he and I, like how our friendship came to be. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, we don't talk to each other in a series. We just basically use our facial expressions, kind of like how he's eyeing me right now.
Yeah. Like personally, when he told me about the film, and I instantly related to it because it reminded me of when I was a freshman back in 2016, actually. So I had her me on board.
Mm-hmm. What the biggest inspiration for making this show, this series, is more on the lines of there are people out there that are just like that. You know what I'm saying? People are defined with that. So basically, the people. And then, YouTube is such a great platform to at least get started on. Shout out to Issa Rae, she's my hero, but my shero, but that's on top of that. But getting to know basically the audience is also inspiring, and basically I just like silent films. I love it.
Yeah, definitely. The film definitely represents representation, actually, because representation definitely involves a lot of us in our community. And when we watch TV or a film, we instantly see ourselves, basically. So watching that, it'll definitely give the audience something that they're not alone, basically. Mm-hmm. Silence is like the loudest thing you could possibly hear, actually, because you can not only you can read someone's emotion just by looking at it. Sometimes you can always tell someone's angry, sad. You can say if you are all you want, but you can always tell by the emotion just in the face. Really, that's what I think. That's what I think where the silent films come from.
Exactly, and there's a phrase, "Word is bond,
mm-hmm.
but actions mean more." What made me come up with it was like I was like, I want to do something that's strictly emotion. You see what I'm saying? Because people think what they hold on their sleeves 90% of the time. You see what I'm saying? And people say things that they don't mean a lot of the time. So let's just go on and mute the words, and let's just focus strictly on action and emotion. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Why is
I believe YouTube is like the quickest way to reach out to the youth, actually, because that's definitely something that the youth depends on. It's like a second nature type thing. Like when we wake up thinking about social media, including YouTube, obviously. So that's the best way to reach out to people.
Yeah, and this generation is so watch mojo heavy and what culture heavy and cultaholic heavy. It's just that it's simple. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that anyone could do it, because even YouTubing is not. It might not even be for us. You see what I'm saying? But it's a platform to help tell stories, and this is a story that I feel like, me personally, now that we should tell. You know what I'm saying? Because there are people who are going through and not even just their freshman year, like their sophomore, junior, still like kind of in their shell. You know what I'm saying? I kind of I'm praying that this brings those people that they can relate to this and then bring them out the shell.
And if it's free.
And it's free. No money. That is, I love when people disagree with me. I love it because I don't want the show to be. I want my handprints on it, but I don't want the lay on it. You see what I'm saying? It's a total difference. Like, if he was like, hey, put me to the side, Shane, I think we should do it this way, this way, this way, and he shows me how it's done, it's perfectly executed, I'm not going to cut it because I'm going to like it. You see what I'm saying? You can't have a yes man in everyday situations, and film, TV production, even radio. You cannot do that because you're caging yourself. You see what I'm saying? And that builds chemistry. Am I right?
Yeah, it's guaranteed that me and Shane are gonna meet eye to eye when it comes to certain situations. But as long as we at least appeal to the mass audience, and hopefully we'll at least come to a compromise on what we want, and hopefully we'll both achieve a certain goal.
And you know, I love this guy. He's always right.
Right. We're not expecting like an Oscar or nothing like that. We're not even expecting to even get what BET Movie of the Week or nothing like that. The goal is just to get noticed and to get criticized. That way, everyone has to start somewhere. This is just the plan. What's the one looking for?
Platform.
The platform, like like the foundation we need in order to build stuff up. So if it turns out bad, then it's bad. We can all just build from that. Everyone does.
Exactly, and you can't please everyone.
Of course.
You see what I'm saying? I think you mentioned to me earlier that not everything is an Emmy or an Oscar winner. It's not a Tony or a Grammy winner. It's something for. It's a start. It's a platform.
Of course.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm expecting for it not to do well the first time around. I'm really expecting that. You know, and sitting back and going back and watching it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how could we make it better? Even if it's, let's say it does get a 100 on Rotten Tomatoes. You know what I'm saying? How could we get that 200, even though it's possible?
Yeah, like even some of the best directors had like the worst movies actually when they first started out.
Definitely.
I'm more leaning towards the interpersonal world because let's be honest, we're not alone. We see you out there. I want you. We know you have a voice. We know it's hard for you to speak out. I completely relate to that, but we're gonna do the best we can just to let you know that we know you exist.
Right, and just to placate to people's senses. You see what I'm saying? Like whoever, let's just put it out there. Whoever likes it, they like it. We're gonna make you love it if you like it. If you hate it, fine with us. We're gonna make you hate it. You see what I'm saying? But either way, it's gonna bring out the best in the viewers. Like, hey man, I relate to this Tyler guy. Like I was sitting alone at lunch. I was walking around quiet just with my headphones on. You know what I'm saying? Nobody would walk up to me. I want people to be like, I feel that. You know what I'm saying? That's the demographic, which could be anyone. High school, college, elementary, adult, midlife, doesn't matter. It is what it is.
Matter of fact, poor, rich, I'm assuming the same dude. I'm still watching superhero shows, t-shirts and all that. Ain't nothing changed.
You're wearing Martin now, man.
Matter of fact, I'm wearing a Martin shirt. I got a favorite phone case. I'm still the same dude.
I'm gonna always be the guy that started Alcorn with the bandana around his head with his glasses on, tank top, the tight pants. I'm gonna always be that guy.
Yeah, the one thing you need to know is know where you came from.
Exactly.
Know your roots.
That's right. Know your roots. Always. I'm gonna always have Monroe, Louisiana, in my heart every time I talk. So there's that.
Yeah, no matter where I end up, I'm still the same dude that was born and raised in Fitchburg, Mississippi. So now no family going to go fake this mind.
That's right.
When I say that there aren't a lot of myself, it's interesting because the movie is like the short television series. It's like a semi-biography of not just myself, but also of my friend Shane because not a lot of our stories being told actually. Like I love a good coming of age story, basically how where you started to where you end up actually. Like if you look at films like The Breakfast Club, The Wood, or the movie Dope, it's about these adolescent teenagers basically they start from a small little situation like that they're in, and they ultimately get in some kind of conflict or something, and at the end they're still trying to find themselves, and that's pretty much the goal of the show, and that's why I relate to it.
And piggybacking off what he just said, he said the words coming of age. Everyone is a sucker for a great coming of age story. Loving basketball,
Of course.
Jesus Christ, like you said, Dope, like you have to mention Dope, Wood. Everyone has to grow. You see what I'm saying? Everyone has to become someone. Now, granted, I'm not going to spoil it, but granted, he may or may not, the character may or may not know who he is towards the end of the series. You see what I'm saying? But that's the beauty of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we leave it on the cliffhanger, boom, what comes afterwards? It's all up to the viewer's imagination.
All right.
Oh, definitely. I still have, shout out to Larry K. Sanders. I still have my USA Today app.
Well, you obviously got to give it the times. I mean, like the show has to evolve. Otherwise, the show's gonna die actually because we want the show to be known as like a so-called show of the time, really, because you could tell when a certain show was made actually.
Exactly. Like I said, he's wearing his Martin shirt. Martin, you could tell Martin was 90s. You could tell The Fresh Prince was 90s. You could tell Different Strokes was 70s to mid 80s. You could tell just by the aura. And the whole key here, I don't want the viewer to know where and when we are. You see what I'm saying? I want to, that's goes back to relating to everyone. You see what I'm saying? Whether you were born in the 80s, 90s, 50s, 60s, 70s, new millennium. You know what I'm saying? We want to tell the story for everyone.
My greatest influences, not just from growing up, but even to now, were three specific main people that I look up to this day: the late and great Stan Lee, Jordan Peele, and Ryan Coogler. Those three people, because they literally started from the bottom in order to be known to the people they're known as today. Stan Lee, he's rest in peace to him, obviously, but of course, since he died, he has an entire legacy of these famous characters and movies, all because of something he created just at the top of his head. Jordan Peele, this is like his second movie from doing Get Out and now the movie Us, and he's being known as the most this generation's like horror director actually, and he started off as a comedic duo with Key and Peele actually, and also Ryan Coogler, like I said, he started off from doing Fruitvale Station, Creed, and doing the $1 billion movie known as Black Panther, and it's just amazing from where they started off from doing $1 billion movies now.
You know, I do have people that are influences on my career, but like I mentioned earlier, Issa Rae most definitely hands down. You know, Will Smith, Jamie Foxx, but I say my influence is actually more situational, if anything. If that's fair to say. You know what I'm saying? Like basically, what influenced me is, even though Tyler's the star of the show, he and I are a lot alike in many different ways and stuff like that. So he would, like he said, I was more the quiet guy. Da, 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 da. People look at me nowadays, they'll be like, no, there's no way Shane was quiet. Shane was like, used to get bullied. Da, da. Yes, it was. We all been through it.
It's a gray area.
It's a gray it's a common gray area that kills me every time. So more people and situation influence me. Oh my God! Shout out to my boys, man. You're looking at two of them. The king of New Orleans. He's the king of Vicksburg. You have Alonzo Campbell, who's the king of Portland, Oregon,
and my boy Slim.
From the dirty deep boys from the dirty side of Dallas. You listening to Slim City right here on WPRL 91.7. Shout out to my boy. He's the king of Dallas. And we got...
Can't forget about Jordan.
We can't forget about my baby boy Jordan, our little brother. He's the king of Memphis. Shout out to Jerry Lawler. The Five Kings. When I pitched it to Jordan, he instantly said yeah.
Really?
He instantly said yeah. He was like, I want to do it. Because he was like, Shane, I like silent film. Da, da, da. I was like, okay, say less. Let me drum up the script and I'll show it to you. And Chris, he helped me get at least past page 1 with some great ideas. So I kind of want to give him a co-writer credit whenever. And hopefully he's still around next school year to kind of come out and show some support whenever that may be. And but we're going to be involved heavily because we literally find him and pick him up. So there you go. Got the Five Kings of Fantastic Productions, man.
Yeah, we just missed them.
It's just two of the kings right now. Fantastic Productions in conjunction with Slim ENT, let him tell you. You have Alonzo, who's I think Alonzo's a sports management major. I forget what he's told me.
Yeah, he is.
You have Slim, who's a mass comm major. Tyler, who's a mass comm major. Myself, who's a mass comm major. Jordan. 4 to 5 are communication majors, and I feel like this would be great for a portfolio. So to give them executive producer credits, and I would also like to get Fred Jackson, even though he's a Tuesday nighter, I would like to get him involved somehow, and Curtis Aaron, because Kurt filling, how would you say, Tyler, that big brother mentor role for us?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Most definitely. And he'll give us some pointers, this, that, and the third, and stuff like that, you know. So I've got to give him some love too.
Our demographic is like the majority should be everyone, but mostly towards like we mentioned earlier, just all the introverts, the ones who feel they're alone, the ones who feel that they can't see themselves on the screen as much in this generation. So hopefully we can cater to them and know that we can be the voice that they can be.
Right. Well, right now we're wrapping up pre-production, which means we're getting the cast together. We still need at least 3 female leads that'll come aboard that wouldn't mind doing it. But as far as airing, we looking to start production, actual production, the very top of the semester. And it shouldn't even take us a month because we're not saying anything. You see what I'm saying? It shouldn't take us a month to even film the first 2 episodes, to be honest with you. So, looking at, what you say, Tyler, mid-September?
Well,
right before homecoming?
Clearly, this is like a to-be announced date actually.
Right.
But we are definitely looking forward to next semester at the most.
Oh, most definitely.